Welcome to the Trinity University Winter Commencement exercises. As senior member of the faculty of Trinity University, it is my honor and privilege to call this ceremony to order. I ask that you remain seated during the processional. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Nicole Hirschfeld, and I have the privilege to serve as a professor of classical studies at Trinity University. And in addition, as a past faculty senate chair, it is my honor to preside over today's ceremonies. Please stand, if you are able, for the invocation delivered by the Reverend Alex Serna Wallender, and remain standing for the national anthem, led by Mr. Amir Mustafa.
Friends, it is such a gift to gather, to mark this milestone and to acknowledge the threshold on which we stand. And so as we do, I would invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer. God of hope and wisdom, we give you thanks. We give you thanks for this moment and this day, for these graduates and their families, for the journeys that have led us here, and for all of those who have brought us to this place. In the fullness of this season and the excitement of it all, grant us the space we need to acknowledge that this road has not always been easy. Yet we know we do not go this journey alone, and we take time now in the quiet of our hearts to remember and dwell in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for the growth that has taken place, for insights gained, compassion cultivated, knowledge nurtured, for the partners, parents, mentors, professors, and friends who have guided us along the way. Be with these graduates now that they might hold true to all that they have learned and who they have become. And as they cross this threshold, mark this moment with joy. All of this we pray. May it be so. May it be so. Amen.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Distinguished guests, friends, and family, on behalf of the trustees of Trinity University, our faculty, staff, and alumni, and on behalf of the class of 2023, I am delighted to welcome you to these winter commencement exercises. Now please join me in greeting Dr. Beasley, Trinity University's 20th president.
Good morning. To our students, their families and loved ones, faculty, staff, alumni, trustees, and our distinguished guests. Today, as we have done since our founding in 1869, we will award diplomas to our degree candidates. These individuals have arrived at an important milestone in their lifelong journeys, but they did not make this journey alone. And so, before we honor today's graduates, let's take an important moment to honor those who have served as mentors, supporters, cheerleaders, and examples for our graduates. Will the faculty and staff in attendance please stand so that we may salute you and your colleagues? Thank you. Will the representatives from the Board of Trustees, our stewards and fiduciaries, please stand and be recognized for your service? Thank you. Will all Trinity alumni please stand and be recognized? Our degree candidates know better than anyone that they didn't get here on their own, that family, friends, faculty, staff, and in many cases, scholarship donors made this day possible. Degree candidates, now will you please rise and join me in saluting and celebrating those who have played such a critical role in your success. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, today marks the culmination of years of dreams and dedication. It is a joyful day, a time to celebrate. It is a moment to turn both your attention and your imagination to the abundant possibilities that exist within your future. And as you reflect on your time at Trinity, living and learning with others, all of us trying to come back together again after the isolation caused by a global pandemic, I suspect you've learned that life rarely follows a straight path. In fact, our lives are riddled with tricky turns and unexpected barriers. But during the time you spent earning a degree here, you learned how to navigate your own path. You learned how to push yourself in new directions. You learned how to ask for help when you needed it, and you learned how to offer help to others. You identified shared needs, and you built and rebuilt new communities. No matter what type of degree you have earned here, I invite you today to take time to reflect on all of the experiences you have had at Trinity, and particularly how they've equipped you with a powerful set of skills and perspectives that will serve you well in the years ahead. For example, the diploma you received today doesn't just represent the coursework you took here, excellent as it was. It also represents internships, practicum, fieldwork, service projects, for some of you study abroad, and related experiences that have taken you far beyond the confines of our classrooms. Those experiences have included many chances for you to be in the middle of things, in the mix, in the messiness of the real world, enriching your understanding of that world, and, importantly, what you are going to do within it. Likewise, no matter your degree or your major, at Trinity, you have had to learn how to find, evaluate, and challenge evidence. In that process, some of your own beliefs may have been challenged. You may have heard something that angered or puzzled you, and perhaps, after evaluating evidence, you decided to change the way you viewed the world. Or maybe that very same challenge reaffirmed or even reinforced your own ideas, strengthening your beliefs. Frankly, I suspect that both of those outcomes happened on different occasions, and I'll say that I know personally how much I have learned from considering other perspectives, from taking seriously an argument presented to me from the other side. I'm here to tell you that this is the only way to approach life's complex problems: to listen, to learn, and to stay curious and humble, even as you make decisions and act upon them. Listening, learning, curiosity, and humility are at the heart of a liberal arts education. Along with your faculty, I am proud of you. I'm proud of you for learning how to think for yourselves, which is to say, how to answer questions and question answers. Your willingness to do that, along with your willingness to explore different perspectives and engage when ideas were challenging, that willingness has prepared you to stand up and stand out in today's world and to show up as the leaders that you are. Indeed, to all of today's graduates, bachelor's and master's students alike, we know we are sending you out into the world today as leaders. You may not be able to see it yet, but we can. We've seen you grow. We've seen you learn and evolve. We've seen you take risks. We've seen you falter and sometimes fall, and then get back up again. We have seen you follow your heart, even as we trained your mind. And this morning, I beg you, do not stop. Our world needs Trinity graduates, people like you, who are smart and kind, who know that life is both an art and a science. It needs people who champion curiosity and diversity of thought, and who are committed to approaching other people with deep compassion and radical empathy rather than quick judgment or facile stereotypes. The world needs enduring excellence, intentional inclusion, and perpetual discovery. Now, while you were on campus, those last 3 sets of words might have seemed like something you'd see on a banner, because they are. But I suspect that after you leave, you'll become increasingly aware of how much Trinity University's core values matter, and frankly, how very rare they can be out there. So, in our last few minutes in here, as you prepare to leave our beautiful campus and go in so many different directions, I'm going to invite you into one last act as a community. I urge you to accept the love you feel today and then prepare for the prospect of more. This room is filled with people who love you, not just your families and friends who have traveled here to witness this important day of your graduation. Although it is true that these people love you more than they can probably express. There are others who can't be with us today. They love you too. And what's more, there are people that you haven't even met yet who are going to love you and admire you and need you so very much. There are going to be people who need your leadership and who will need to know that you love them and that you will learn and listen to them. How will you show that to them? How will you show up in those communities as a graduate of Trinity University? We have shown up today for you because we feel deep gratitude for all you have given to our community, including the opportunity to learn with and from you. Accept our gratitude and our love, and leave this gathering knowing that you can do hard things, because you can. And you can do good things, profoundly good and wonderful things. We've seen it. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations, Tigers.
The opportunity to know Trinity students and to celebrate their many accomplishments is one of the true joys of being part of this community. Our students are talented, motivated, and willing to take on great challenges. I now ask Mr. Danny Nguyen, President of the Student Government Association, to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the students.
Good morning. Thank you to Dr. Hirschfield, President Beasley, the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, families, alumni, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2023. Again, my name is Danny, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of the Student Government Association here at Trinity University, and it is my honor to bring greetings on behalf of the graduating students on this momentous day. Momentous in the closing of an everlasting chapter of memories. Momentous in the embarkment into uncharted waters. Momentous for the adversities overcome and the successes that followed. Graduates, you all have had tremendous obstacles these past couple of years. Sometimes it felt like things just never got better and as the world placed challenge after challenge after challenge onto your path. However, look at where you all are now. Reminisce in all of the great memories that you have made. Reminisce in all of the friendships that you have formed. And reminisce in all of the fantastic achievements that you have been all able to accomplish. From pandemics to divisions came strength and jubilance. And that is something we and you should all be proud of truly. Everyone, let's give a round of applause to our graduates. So today is a proud day for us all. Today we celebrate our many achievements, our friendships, and ourselves, and look forward to new beginnings as our Trinity journey moves on from our beautiful campus to new horizons. Trinity, you have prepared us well for our futures and equipped us to embrace opportunities and challenges with equal enthusiasm and grace. We vow that we will meet the future with the tiger's heart and the confidence, curiosities, and aspirations that our alma mater has prepared us to be. We will never forget the deep and abiding friendships that we have made here, whether it be fellow students, professors, staff, or alumni. We will never forget the sound of the bells chiming at the quarter hour and the mountain laurels blooming in spring, traditions like the birthday fountain dunking, Christmas on Oakmont, and the importance of wearing maroon on Fridays. In the spirit of togetherness, let us all take a moment of silence and self-reflection to think about the people who have helped us along the way, the ones who have led us to the person that we are today. May they be living or not, think about them. It is in this that we remember to cherish the path, not just the finish line, but then to always reap the glories of our successes, and more importantly, to do so together. For when we work together, we succeed together. And when we succeed together, we can all move forward together. And with that, to the class of 2023, newly minted alumni, congratulations, let's go Tigers, and pause up. Thank you.
It is a singular honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Betsy Winnicur Tantapalafel, professor and chair of the Department of English and the recipient of the 2023 Z.T. Scott Faculty Fellowship.
Good morning to you all. First, I want to thank President Beasley and the Office of Academic Affairs for having honored me with an invitation to speak at this year's Winter Commencement. Second, and more important, I want to congratulate you, the graduates, sincerely and enthusiastically on the achievements for which you're being celebrated today. You should be extremely proud of yourselves, and I want to make that absolutely clear, because in a minute I'm going to read some Victorian poetry, which may, for a number of you, feel more like punishment than reward. Now, as that sorry not sorry suggests, I know that neither poetry, nor the Victorians, nor certainly a combination thereof is to everybody's taste, but when I was thinking about what I might say to you today, I realized that what I really wanted was to capture what this occasion signifies, what it means. You have become something extraordinary, and as I reflected on the nature of that accomplishment, a favorite poem by a favorite poet began to echo in my mind, Pied Beauty by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Now, by pied, I note, Hopkins doesn't mean covered head to toe in flaky pastry filled with cherries, apples, or pecans. Rather, he means variegated, multicolored, the opposite of homogeneous. To be pied is to embody diversity and difference, and Hopkins, who was by training a Jesuit priest, offers in Pied Beauty a celebration of that multiplicitous state that goes like this. Glory be to God for dappled things, for skies of couple color as a brinded cow, for rose moles all in stipple upon trout that swim, fresh fire coal, chestnut falls, finches' wings, landscape plotted and pieced, fold, fallow, and plow, and all trades their gear and tackle and trim, all things counter, original, spare, strange, whatever is fickle, freckled, who knows how, with swift, slow, sweet, sour, a dazzle dim, he fathers forth whose beauty is past change. Praise him. Let's unpack those dense lines. English professors, am I right? Hopkins suggests that the best things in this world, the things that evoke in their very form the divine, are streaked, spotted, dappled. Hopkins begins by rhapsodizing about multicolored natural phenomena, mostly animals, such as brindled cows, speckled trout, and iridescent finches. But he quickly abandons descriptions of visual piedness in favor of descriptions that evoke something more like intellectual or affective piedness, that capture a kind of existence characterized at its very core by nuance, facetedness, and even self-contradiction. Professionals of all stripes, Hopkins says, possess wonderfully diverse toolboxes. He loves the gear and tackle and trim that allows, say, an engineer, an archaeologist, or a painter to get the job done. But what really imparts value, his very next line suggests, is a more abstract diversity, an ability to live in, with, and as that which is counter, original, spare, and strange. In other words, the only thing more impressive than an engineer's bag of tricks is an engineer who is a bag of tricks, who can consider, and I dare say, feel, the world in ways that are estranged from or even run counter to her personal training. It goes without saying, of course, that the archaeologist who can think like a painter and the painter who can think like an engineer, not to mention the accountant who can think like a poet and the poet who can think like a geologist and the geologist who can think like a psychologist and so on and so forth, also possess their own holy originality. The fickle, freckled quality of all such minds, Hopkins suggests, is, well, beautiful, attractive, appealing, wondrous. You see it now, right? I chose to share Pied Beauty with you today because you have become dappled things, your diplomas testaments to your stippled intellects, each like a landscape plotted and pieced. At Trinity, we have asked you over and over again to cultivate your capacity for multiplicity, and you rose to the occasion, completing not only a major, or 2 or 3, but also a course of study that required you to think outside your primary disciplinary trade, so to speak. No matter your major, you've acquired the ability to explore like a humanist, an artist, a natural scientist, a social scientist, an entrepreneur. You've learned to articulate the multifaceted truths that abide in texts, in objects, in languages, in numbers, and in bodies. And you've mastered that material in classrooms, in labs, in your professors' offices, at club meetings, and in your dorm rooms. And what's more, I'd wager that along the way you've experienced frustration, joy, anger, confusion, gratitude, and a host of other emotions as you integrated into yourself that which is unlike yourself, that which runs counter, that's Hopkins' word again, to what you might once have called your values, beliefs, and perspectives. That's the paradox of piedness. Each mole or freckle of difference that you've acquired at Trinity both is you and isn't you. And beautiful though they are, many of those spots, I suspect, were hard-won, the products of exhausting study sessions, sheaves of drafts, loud arguments with classmates, or silent episodes of soul-searching. This morning, we celebrate the swift, slow, sweet, sour, a-dazzle dimness that college has made of you. And I ask you to remember what, according to Hopkins, that means. Hopkins, as I've noted, was a deeply religious man, but you needn't share his faith or metaphysical vision. I personally do not. To recognize or appreciate his message about things counter, original, spare, strange. They are a glory, a sacred light in a world too often darkened by the toxic notion that difference should be eradicated rather than embraced. To conclude, then, I congratulate you pied tigers on having earned your stripes. And in the spirit of multiplicity and variegation, I'll close with words composed by somebody else. The late Dr. Carrie H. Lattimore IV, who was honored with Trinity's Z.T. Scott Fellowship in 2021 and who delivered the Winter Commencement address that same year. Dr. Lattimore, a brilliant historian and generous colleague, passed away in the summer of 2022, and Dr. Jane Childers, who addressed last winter's graduates, opted to freckle her speech with an excerpt from his. I continue that tradition today by ending with these charges and reflections from Dr. Lattimore. I implore you today, at this hour and at this moment, that no matter what happens to you, no matter how life turns against you, don't look back. Recognize that what's ahead of you is greater than what you see even right now, but don't forget and don't lose your faith in our communities, our world, our nation, and yourself. No matter what happens out there, remember that there's always hope. We've come through some difficult times lately, but we've come through by hope. In a sense, that's what I think Trinity represents to all of us. Trinity represents hope, and I hope that as you leave this place, you keep hope alive in your hearts, your spirits, and your minds. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? In addition to these candidates, there are in absentia other candidates for the baccalaureate degree whose names appear in the program. President Beasley, on behalf of the faculty of Trinity University, I recommend these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and in accordance with the provisions of the Charter of Trinity University, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the baccalaureate degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will the recipients of these degrees please be seated? Dr. Urquio Ruiz, Acting Chair of the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures, will present the baccalaureate candidates for academic degrees.
Good morning. Buenos dias. The recipients of the baccalaureate degrees will now come forward and receive their diplomas and be greeted by the President, Dr. Hirschfeld, and Mr. Ted Beneski, Chair of the Board of Trustees. While the candidates are coming forward, I would like to call your attention to that section of the program which explains honors at graduation. In order to emphasize the achievements of the honor graduates, I will call the honor each has received when I call the graduate's name. Candidates receiving Latin honors with a grade point average of 3.5 or more wear the President's Award of Excellence Maroon Honor Stole. These names will also be listed on the Trinity website when grades are finalized next month. Bachelor of Arts. Presenting the degree, James Hill, member of the Board of Trustees. Oh, I'm sorry. let me backtrack. Bachelor of Arts, Martina Almeida Varas. Marisa Olivia Amorino, cum laude. Peter Blanc, cum laude. Now presenting the degree, member of the Board of Trustees, General James Hill, to Clara Rose Bogart, cum laude. Amanda Clay Breton, cum laude. Isabela Burbano Perez, cum laude. Jessie Liberty Klein, summa cum laude. Austin Joseph DeGale. Miguel A. Garcia. Ryan Andrew Gentry, cum laude. Madison Grace Hardy, cum laude. Rebecca Danielle Hughes. Nadia Haven Kern, cum laude. Dijon James McManus. Samantha Ann Mead. Jacob Antonio Muñoz. Phoebe Rose Murphy, summa cum laude. Colin Avi Pedada, summa cum laude. Jacob Thomas Richmond. Hillary Elaine Solomon, magna cum laude. Austin Ross Richard Willman. This concludes the Bachelor's of Arts. Now, Bachelor of Science, Julie Lee Bondi. Ethan Tyler Boyer, cum laude. Juan Sebastián Bustillos Zaragoza. Emilia María Caballero López. Justin Carl Carmouche. Eva May Cole. Brian Joseph Corner, magna cum laude. Addison Bailey Correll, cum laude. Caleb Justin Crawford. Alice New Dang, magna cum laude. Damián de León. John McPherson Douglas. Jack Daniel Downs. Emmeline Marie Everts, cum laude. Mackenzie Grace Gassner, magna cum laude. Harrison James Good. Angela Dawn Graff, magna cum laude. Jordan Andrew Ha, cum laude. Caleb Bryce Hermel. Benjamin Andrew Harder. Drake Alexander Hebert. Estefanía Hinojosa. Jack Ezra Hogan. Tucker Brian Horn, magna cum laude. Clyde William Johnson. Jordan Charles Jones. Alfonso Mina Kumel. Creston Alexander King IV. Griffin Allen Levine. Andrés Lima Loria. Anthony John Lisakis III, summa cum laude. Brian Andrew Merrifield. Blake Anthony Michaels. Brandon Philip Michaels, cum laude. Amir Najib Mustafa. Zainab Raya Nalkasi. Magdalena Alicia Nava, cum laude. Trey Neslage. Amy Mong Wen, summa cum laude. Adam Jordan Nix. Clara Stange Ferreira Provenzi, cum laude. Matthew Robert Roche. Natalia Santos, cum laude. Arvin Jajam Kent Saba. Shane David Scannell. Anna Hannah Charlotte Sotiriadis. Connor Cook Terry. Glenn Davis Tucker Jr. Elijah Christian Woods. This concludes the bachelor's degree.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Education please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science please rise and remain standing? In addition to these candidates, there are in absentia other candidates for the master's degree whose names appear on the program. President Beasley, on behalf of the faculty of Trinity University, I recommend these candidates for the master's degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees and in accordance with the provisions of the Charter of Trinity University, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the master's degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will the recipients of the master's degree please be seated? Dr. Urquiu Ruiz, acting chair of the Department of Modern Languages and Literature, will present the master's candidates for academic degrees.
The recipients of the master's degree will now come forward to be hooded, to receive their diplomas, and to be greeted by the President, Dr. Hirschfeld, and Mr. Ted Beneski, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Masters of Education, Christopher Michael Barrera. China Cardridge Clements. Rosa Isabel Carlos. Jeffrey Scott Flanagan. María Teresa García Ríos. Cynthia M. Herrera. Amanda Celia Lenzi Flores. Yvette Monique Lizárraga. Adrián de Jesús Moreno. Adrián René Reina. Hilda Berenice Rodríguez. Crystal G. Valdez. Valerie Zamora. This concludes the Masters of Education. Masters of Science in Healthcare Administration. Hijab Askedom. Brian J. Besant. Trevor Robert Black. Abby Baden Blackwood. Marvin Blanco. Roger Carlton Brown, Jr. David Anthony Buss. Kirk Aaron Canada. Reese Aaron Gardner. Christian James Gross. Miranda L. Grubb. Carl Jacob Hallenberger. Brady Sean Johnston. Nathan James Jones. Flora Teresa Capis. Presenting the diploma is her mother and Trinity staff administrator, Marisela Capis. George Joseph Lamb. Tayana Janice Lewis. Ryan Donald Littell. Olivia Cobiella Littlefield. Benet Blair Martin. Matthew Stephen Messer. Mark Cagle Pearson. Matthew Craig Pettit. Trey Palmer Robbins. Mercedes Vianey Soto. Kendra Lynn Thorne. Greta Petra Belastijan. Michael Harrison Way. Jacob Edward Wolf. This concludes the master's degrees. Congratulations to you all and your families.
Congratulations to you all. To all of the family members and loved ones who have come here to witness this today, I have to tell you, In the life of a university, there are very many important days. Today is the most important of those days. And so we thank you for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments of people that you love so much. For my closing words, I would like to continue a tradition by reading an excerpt from another president, President James Laurie's address to students more than 50 years ago at their commencement ceremony. As President Laurie told the graduates then, "Of itself, your degree is no certain mark that you are an educated person. That will be revealed by what you do with what you are and what you have and what you know. True education translates knowledge into character and action." I look forward to seeing your true education, your Trinity education, such an accomplishment, such an honor to be a graduate of this great university. I look forward to seeing that education get translated into the character and action our world needs. I look forward to seeing what that looks like for you, and I also look forward to seeing you back here and around the world as a Trinity alumni, making all of us proud. Congratulations.
We will now enjoy the singing of the alma mater, led by Mr. Amir Mustafa, followed by the benediction. When the ceremony has completed, the assembly will recess to the president's reception in the lobby of the Center for the Sciences and Innovation. I do hope you will join us in celebration of all you have achieved and will achieve as you continue your Trinity journey as proud alumni. Please stand for the alma mater, the words of which are printed in your program, and remain standing for the benediction.
We sing to thee, our Trinity, the school we hold so dear. We raise in song our voices strong to honor and revere. Your sons and daughters, proud and true, will ever sing your praise. Alma mater, alma mater, all hail to Trinity. Your banner bright, maroon and white, we hold in high esteem. It proudly floats upon the breeze o'er all your campus green. Throughout our days and all our lives, our hearts will cherish thee. Alma mater, alma mater, all hail to Trinity.
And so, friends, as we prepare to go forth, may you hold dear your journey here, knowing that you join Trinitonians of every generation in shaping the future that will be. So may you be blessed. May you be blessed in all that you do. May you be blessed in all that you are, and may you be blessed with lives rich in meaning and full of purpose. Go in peace to love and serve the world. Amen.